Welcome back to another episode of Talkin Shit ATL with your hosts Amanda Ellenberg
and I'm Prodigy Que.
And you might be wondering, why is there food sticking up in the camera? Well, we got a special episode for you today.
Yes, and as you can also see, we're wearing our green, if that's not alluding to what the episode is about and will be about. But we are in our green, and I made sure I put green on specific so that nobody would say anything and be like, trying to pinch you.
Yeah, I know. See, I guess I was just like, I'm not going to get pinched. I'm good. And I forgot that I was wearing all this green. And so I just started thinking about the food. And you know I'm hungry. Right.
So. And normally I'm never festive, so I said this is my first
I know.
But it's also because this will come with consequences if you don't. So
yeah. Pinched into being with the trend.
They're not going to talk about me. But we, as you can see, talking about it, we are doing a St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yeah, we're not doing the mocktail this time. We're just going to be, Q's going to be making the food. I'm going to be telling the history because in reality, we shouldn't actually be wearing green, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. But now that that's the tradition, you know, traditions change.
Right.
And I don't want to get pinched by no bitch, Right. So I'm gonna wear green, but we really shouldn't because that's not how it started.
Oh, really?
So.
It's good to know because I was telling Amanda too. I'm excited about this episode because I remember doing a lot of St. Patrick's things in school, but I will say I don't ever remember them telling us the history about even what they had us participating in or celebrating. And of course, to find out, again, I do know it is an Irish-based holiday, and again, not like it's an American thing, but I guess that's kind of what American.
But it's not even. There's so many levels because it's like. We learned about the Shamrock. That wasn't the OG. We learned that it's Irish. It wasn't actually OG Irish. It kind of became... There's a whole long story about that. So we got a lot coming. A lot of facts coming that are really interesting and really whoa, even if you felt like you knew something about this holiday, you're about to not feel that way. Well, you'll feel that way all over again when you get the new knowledge.
Yes, and that's kind of how I feel right now. So I'm excited about it. And so today's kind of meal is going to be shepherd's pie. Which is kind of a traditional thing that they eat and celebrate. Of course, there's like more traditional things. Like a lot of corned beef and cabbage is like a staple thing. Some soda bread. So those are kind of like typical things that they would eat or celebrate. So we're going to do a take on of that. This is kind of a condensed version of the recipe, and will be that. But
and it'll be shepherd's pie with a little twist too.
Yes, all the things. So, we got vegetables, mixed vegetables, frozen. Like I said, this is like a really easier way to do it. So, time. So, if you don't really have time, but you want to do something really quick, it's a good idea for it. So, we got our mashed potatoes. We get already made.
We try to do cheap and easy.
Yeah, right. And all this stuff was really expensive. Maybe like $15. So it wasn't even bad. Like cheese, some vegetables, and typically they use lamb. Ground lamb is what you're supposed to use. The British version actually,
shepherd's pie,
uses beef,
which is cottage pie. So.
Yes, so it is kind of a little skewed, but I wanted to put that disclaimer there.
Yeah.
So if and if our Irish friends are watching, they're looking like, hey, that's not how we make that or do that. I do want to be able to say that, and even when browning the meat. Typically, some people will do, add a little flour in there, add a little bit of tomato paste in there. Some people
I do have tomato paste.
I might add a little bit in there.
Okay.
And then some people also use use a little red wine, kind of reduce it all down.
I have red wine, but I don't think that'd be good in there because it's like orange flavored.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do.
And also, I want that wine.
Okay. Absolutely, I feel that. So, again, with this episode, we don't have mocktails or drinks, but of course, in celebration of the holiday, there's typically a lot of drinking that happens.
Yeah.
And
we will, with our meal, we're going to have water with lime juice in it to kind of, but I don't have actual lime. So it's going to be an ode to like a green lime juice drink. But there's reasons. I'll tell you at another time.
For sure. Absolutely.
Keep on coming to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. Notice some things soon. Changes.
Yeah, for sure. notes.
But so what's going to happen? Because of course we're going to kind of pause and stop during this process.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to brown the meat. Of course, throw the veggies in there, saute those in there, and then kind of and of course the vegetables too. But then kind of come back where I layer everything for you guys so you can see that part, and then it'll go into the oven for about 20-25 minutes. And then during that time too, we'll be giving you again the facts and histories and learning and all the things. So to be continued right now, right? Yeah, right now. So you're going to brown some meat and you'll come back.
What's an Irish dance? I don't know anything with the clogs.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking too, right?
I know.
I was like you should learn some Irish dance.
I know. If anybody listens and is a river dancer, like, please reach out because that would be so cool to have an episode like that with you.
Absolutely. Oh, that would be dope. And I was like, saying that, like, if we have a major outcry, I was thinking, I was like, to my friends, like, good publicity. I mean, bad publicity is still good publicity. So we have an outcry of Irish folks and people who celebrate about the heritage who look at it mad about it. Then hopefully, number one, it might help us go viral. Thousands of followers, however we gotta get them.
We're trying.
And I said, if not,
I mean, I'd rather it be through love, but we'll take what we can get.
And I'm like, if that's the case, then we'll do that. We'll learn a little Irish dance. Try to do what we can to make it up. But regardless of, I do know for a fact that regardless, it is going to taste great. It's going to be great, and I'm excited.
Yeah, we can cook. We never said we know everything. Now we're perfect.
Right.
We never said that.
I said, listen, quality will be guaranteed.
We can both mix it down in the kitchen.
Right, process might be unapproved, but here we are.
Yes. And it is like affordable, and usually that's like a fancy meal. I feel like that people nowadays have like as such a treat. Like it's so, if you go to a restaurant and it's on the menu, it's like it's pretty expensive. But it did start out traditionally as like a, let's throw everything we have left over into this and like save our stuff and not be wasteful because we don't have extra money to be wasteful.
Right. And again, like I said, all these things, typically, very inexpensive. It'll be potatoes, typically cheap, like I said.
Back when people had garden.
Great value, no plug, no endorsement, but great value. I mean, like $1 change. So especially again, like
it's not Target.
Yeah, and I was telling I was telling about it earlier. I said this is like the busy mom of 5 version.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You on the go. And I got these little things too, which I think be really dope because again, I put them in here. I can bake them individually, and then of course everybody kind of have their own thing.
Yeah.
And they come with little tops too, and so you don't take it to go or whatever. However you do things.
Cute.
So
no, I'm beating it straight up out
same.
the oven.
Same. As I played it, I was like, this is dope. So we're gonna browse some meat. And
okay.
For sure.
Yeah. TTYL, BT. Oh my god.
Freebies.
Oh. It might be. Yeah, it is. We all hot potato that a little bit. Okay. You fucked up, girl. You put not one toe, not one foot. You put all of them. You put your fingers. You put your whole damn body in that.
That is so good. I can't wait.
I gotta lick my hands for that. This is how we're starting, because honestly, the people need to know how fucking good it is already.
As you guys see, we are back.
I took my scraps I was like, please,
see that? Can you see that in the camera in the mirror? Yes. Okay. You can see. Yeah. We have mix some garlic. Sauteed garlic, sauteed
and fresh garlic.
Vegetables, yes. And the vegetable melody, by the way, had onions, celery, and carrots in it. The mixed vegetables, standard mixed vegetables, corn, green beans, peas,
carrots too,
and
right?
Carrots was in that as well. So it's definitely overloaded carrots, but you can't never go wrong with carrots.
Yeah, especially cooked carrots.
Yeah, and seasoning, we put salt, pepper, Creole seasoning. I did a little bit of turmeric because you try to go for healthy. Yeah. We had a complete seasoning. I
had a shit ton in it.
Complete seasoning, and then there was the vegetable one. I used that one.
The onion, the minced onion.
I used mixed onion, yes, and you gave me a veggie one that's like healthy.
Yeah, I don't know what's all in it, but there's a veggie seasoning that I have that really doesn't taste like much. It's not really a seasoning because it doesn't add much flavor, but it's really healthy.
Yeah.
So
we added any kind of healthy components you can kind of throw in this thing.
Yeah.
Is what we're going for.
And as long as you don't put like a whole thing of of turmeric in it, then you're fine.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you won't taste it. The other flavors will overpower that.
Yeah.
So,
We're lining our pans up.
Man, oh my God.
Oh boy.
I got flashbacks.
Yeah. Oh, let me see move.
Did y'all know? Did we tell you? Yeah, please. Okay. You. I'll tell the story. You pay attention.
Cool.
Do you need a thing? Because you just spilled it in there, like
what?
the bottom of it. Do you need?
Oh yeah. Look. Okay. Yep. Sure.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Yeah.
You talk a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That was almost about to be really bad, so don't do that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Maybe just don't make it on a plate or on the table this small in general.
Yeah.
Make it in the actual kitchen. Here.
Okay.
Before you put it down. Yeah. I just washed this and
and I'm like loading these up like halfway, and then we'll put the mash to see how much.
Yeah, because it's like mostly mashed potato anyways, or like half mashed potato typically.
But lucky for us because people get to eat this. I really think that I use 1 pound of beef. Of course, depending on how many you making, if you're gonna probably need more beef than that, and because we get to eat all of this, then ours get to be really loaded, which I'm excited about.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh, so good. I can't even explain to you. I'll just hold mine, and I can hold yours. Yeah, let me just.
I don't have enough.
Let me help.
Figure it was gonna be.
Yeah, you can always make a baby bitch one that is like the leftovers. We'll have to duke it out. No, I'm just kidding. You made it. You can take it.
Okay.
I'll
leave it for you for sure. Right?
Oh, thank you. You love me.
I do.
If y'all don't know, actually, me and Q like share food or make stuff for each other like all the time. We really do.
It's so crazy.
I'll send him homeless snacks almost every time.
Oh my gosh, it'd be crazy. Like she loads you up like how you go to mom's house.
Yeah.
And I really be leaving here with bags.
Yeah. Sometimes for real bags on bags. Like there's one time you left with like a whole box.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And she looks like a lot of, but she does have the best pantry. Just so you guys.
Thank you.
It's
the look of it and what's in it. I do.
And I got
it's the biggest pantry I've ever had.
This mashed potatoes. I took the brand off, but they sell these in stores.
Yeah.
Like.
Is it still super frozen? Anything?
I was hoping it wouldn't because what if I needed to be whatever, but maybe I probably could.
Y'all know we find out on the fly.
Right, and I thought about maybe should I warm it up a bit so it's easy.
But no, actually it seems good. It seems good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'd be
well, maybe not. If you can spread it out. Yeah, and the other stuff will warm it up where you can spread it easily.
We're gonna switch these and make ours first.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever mash is left.
Yeah, and then we'll do it the real old fashioned style where it's like just your leftovers. The last one. That's awesome. Yeah.
But I do think that I was gonna say before. I think the meat probably probably would feed maybe I don't know. 2, 3 people.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily
split these up. Yeah, because these are kind of filled though. So
but we're both hungry. Like we haven't eaten anything today, so
this is
I'm probably gonna smash that whole thing down. Honestly, oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah. I wish you would have gotten a handful because that was so that made me so excited. I was like, I wish this was ready right now.
Right.
Don't go crazy with the cheese on mine. Okay. Yeah. But back to the flashbacks. So I don't know if y'all knew. So that gave me flashbacks because I think we told y'all, but maybe not. But here we are telling you. Either way, you find out today or you already found out. But the last cooking episode we did with the French toast. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, but go watch it. We're switching things over and we were keeping things warm while we were making another part of it, and then Q went to take it out and then it fell, but he had it smashed perfectly against the wall where we could have saved it. Yes. And then I said, I got it. And then I did not have it at all. And it all went on the ground and Teddy snatched that shit
and Teddy
up
said, now I got it.
He was like, I got it, Mom, don't worry.
And it's so crazy because he did it so fast. We were looking for it. We were like,
where did it go? And he had already consumed and swallowed it. He ate so many French toast. And some of the meat too.
He did. He had a good.
Yeah, he had 2 links of meat.
He ate really
and
good.
then he had I think 4 of those French toasts. Like, he had so many. And he stole them immediately. I don't know how he did it so fast. He's too fast and sneaky for my own good.
Dang it,
and if you haven't noticed, he's not here today. He's at daycare. So
yes. But I feel like, you know, he popped up enough in the last episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
we're good. We don't need the diva today, okay? Right. The diva's been not.
And it's actually very smart too. You know, good too.
Yeah, with this, we couldn't have done this in here. No, we would have had to go in the dining room for sure. For sure.
So.
Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine? And sitting over there with the onions in it, I would have been flipping out. Yeah. We're good. Sometimes you need to take a break from being a mom. What do you want me to do?
Just show it. So you don't have. Leave it up.
Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, buddy. Hey. I'm covering both of us now, but it looks really good. Okay. It's close. Yeah. Okay. And it'll look even better, like, done. Because it's all going to be melted together. Oh, my God. So I'm so excited. I love being your little table right now.
Eat it. So you can't get much facts in right now.
I know. I can balance. Okay, I can do it. So let's start. So the first place I'm reading from is history.com. And the article is called 9. Okay, girl, quit playing that. Okay. It's called 9 Surprising Facts About St. Patrick's Day. And so number 1, this is why I said, like, it's thought of to be an Irish thing, but it's kind of a British thing. So the real St. Patrick was actually born in Britain. Ooh, baby, watch your elbows. Let me switch which ones. Okay. Most of what is known about, this is what I'm reading straight from here. Most of what is known about St. Patrick's life has been interwoven with folklore and legend. Historians generally believe that St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, so he is a patron saint of Ireland, but a lot of historians believe he was born in Britain at near the end of the 4th century, so way back in the day. And then they said at the age of 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and sold as a slave to a Celtic priest in the area now known as Northern Ireland. So after toiling for 6 years as a shepherd, he escaped back to Britain and then eventually returned to Ireland as a Christian missionary. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, that's good.
That's good. Okay, I just had to just get like a thin layer.
I know everything tastes better with cheese, but then my stomach gonna be.
Yeah, I know it.
That's the sound it's gonna make. So despite him being a patron saint, he was actually canonized. What's that mean? Hold on.
It was canonized.
Canonized. Oh, that just means that you were glorified as a saint. Like in Roman Catholic Church, officially declare a dead person to be a saint. Oh, so he was a saint while he was alive. Most saints become saints when they pass. Oh. Yeah. So, but yeah, they were saying the process didn't work like that when he died. Like and he wasn't formally canonized either because they didn't have like a whole process. That was in the 12th century that the church established an official process overseen by the Pope. So he wasn't formally canonized, but many consider him to still hold that saintly status. And there's a bunch of different traditions around the world. Oh my God, quit playing ads. I'm over you. I'm about to leave you, History Channel. But
it's just they gotta get their money right.
Yeah, right. Clearly. I'm like, not my problem. Get it out of my face. You just whipping cheese all around. I saw that cheese fall out.
I'm trying to catch it.
You said, woo, I'm in my own kitchen. But I know this place needs to be clean, but still. You got, hold on, wait. Hold on, you about to mix that into there. Pause for our commercial break of finding the cheese. We don't cut the cheese, we just find it.
Find the cheese.
So I didn't even know this was folklore of it, but it says there were no snakes around St. Patrick to banish from Ireland. So One of the legends is that he stood atop an Irish hillside and banished snakes from the island, prompting all serpents to slither away into the sea. I like how that was written. Snakes as a biblical reference is generally evil, as we see in TV shows too. And even Harry Potter, because they have Slytherin as a snake. But, I mean, J.K. Rowling, love your art, don't like you, but we're moving on. So, if the legends to be taken literally, researchers say that snakes were never were even there in the first place. So he couldn't have banished them. There were no snakes to banish. Okay? And then it was a glacial period where water surrounded Ireland, and then before them was covered in ice, so it would have been too cold for reptiles.
Not it was really sticks and stuff. He was just trying to clean up the area.
Yeah.
So
he was like on mushrooms or something and thought he saw snakes.
Or whoever saw him that spread the story thought it was on mushrooms and thought they saw snakes.
He was talking to his bitch or something, calling her a snake. He said, snakes be gone.
So I was like, I saw him. He was banishing snakes. He just ran with it.
Oh my God.
Like we said before, listen, bad publicity.
Yeah. And it's like, don't believe everything you read. Even what I'm saying right now. Check it if you want. See what else there is to say, because like history gets changed and people get like scapegoated into bad publicity and good publicity when it was really someone else that did all of it.
Right. Or like those stories too, like we hear, like, we were kind of taught, like this example, like one thing about like Christopher Columbus and the whole journey, and then the backstory is a whole lot crazier, worse, and in fact,
and Pocahontas wasn't no cute love story.
Yeah,
okay?
right. Yeah.
Don't
So
trust Disney on that one. The mouse. Don't trust the mouse.
Right.
Allegedly.
No.
You gotta say allegedly with that company. But
I mean, well, the fact is, it still wasn't about the movie. So
it still wasn't. It is a fact, and it is research and true. But also, I don't want no mouse on me. They can leave me alone, unless they got an acting job. Then they can come my way, baby. Okay. So the red-haired, green-clothed leprechaun is commonly associated with St. Patrick's Day. The original Irish name for these figures is Leprechaun, maybe. I don't know if I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. American. No, that was way worse. The numbers were better than the words.
I like you trying to get it to that, though.
That's what I used to do in my dialect class. Yeah. We used to count ourselves in, and change the 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and depending on the dialect, because there's different dialects in different countries. But I always stuck to Irish. I really did. Yeah. I could do British way better than Irish. But I did I wish I remembered what monologue I did, because it was really sexual. I did a super sexual Irish monologue in that class. I don't remember what it was. I was like a prostitute, like hitting on someone or something. I don't know. Allegedly. So, but that means that word, I'm not going to even try to say it again. Let me know if I did good job. Now I'm not ready for that. But meaning small-bodied fellow. That's what American means. So belief in leprechauns likely stem from Celtic beliefs in fairies, tiny men and women who could use their magical powers to serve good or evil. In Celtic folk tales, leprechauns were cranky and responsible for mending the shoes of other fairies.
Oh, wow, really? That's their job? Wow.
Yeah. They were the shoe shiner. And the shoe fixer.
Wow.
That's why they were searching for that gold. Yeah. They were like, I'm poor. I need this.
But maybe from all the shoes. That's how they got their money.
Yeah, maybe they stacked that shoe money.
Yeah. Yeah, shoes. And they always had some nice shoes, though. Leprechauns really had good shoes.
They did. And it was like all made out of wood and really nice. Like that's expensive now. Yeah, right. If you want some for real traditional clogs.
Yeah, right.
That's expensive. Tell us of Riverdale, not Riverdale, Riverdance.
Riverdance?
People. Yeah, because a lot of them will wear, at least in traditional, in Ireland, a lot of them will wear more traditional clogs, not the clogs you can find on Amazon.
Yeah, right.
Whatever. Yeah, but yeah. Do we want to stop here and then go ahead and pop these bitches in?
Oh, yeah, we can. Or if you got a few more.
Oh, I do. I mean, I got
Okay, we will finish the list. And then
Okay. So the shamrock was considered a sacred plant. So the shamrock, which is a 3-leaf clover, has been associated with Ireland for centuries, and it was called the Seamroy by the Celts, and was considered a sacred plant to symbolize the arrival of spring. But according to legend, St. Patrick used the plant as a visual guide when explaining the Holy Trinity. And by the 17th century, the shamrock had become a symbol of emerging Irish nationalism. But it's the 4-leaf clover that is like the lucky one,
right.
basically. So you'll see a 4-leaf clover on St. Patrick's Day, but that's actually kind of a myth because he used 3-leaf clovers. The 4-leaf clover was just like made up and added into the mix because it's hard to find. So they're like, this shit's lucky.
Right.
Go for it.
And I remember as a kid, like, really...
I used to look, especially on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We all at recess were looking through the field to see if we could find it.
Never did.
Never
found one.
I think I found one time. I think I found a couple. I really do. I don't know if I'm making this up in my head or not, but like I really do think there were a couple times. I think at least I found one once, and then someone else found one another time because we looked anytime we were gearing up for St. Patrick's Day. Honestly, when we were in that part of the playground in general, because there was like multiple playgrounds at my elementary school, and they were like divvied up by grade. So that playground had hella shamrocks, so many, and there wasn't much at that playground to play on. So we just searched for 4-leaf clovers.
That's the craziest thing. What are those kids doing?
Yeah. We really did. That was like our whole thing. But yeah, so also, speaking of a Women's History Month, we weren't, but now we are. Ireland's only female patron saint, Bridget, I'm assuming is how you say it. It's spelled like Bridget. But I think it's Bridget, maybe?
Bridget.
Maybe it's Bridget. I don't know. Brigid.
Yeah.
That's her name. She has her own holiday. So, she's this patron saint of Irish nuns, newborns, midwives, dairymaids, and cattle. It's believed to be born in Ireland somewhere around AD 450. Brigid was the daughter of a pagan king and an enslaved woman. She grew up to serve the church by building a church in Kildare, which was the site of a former shrine to the Celtic goddess. I don't know what this word means. Eponymous? I guess it's just epitome, but eponymous to her? We about to look it up. No, giving their name to something, but I don't know how you say it. Eponymous?
Eponymous?
Yeah.
Eponymous?
Eponymous. This is a spelling lesson today,
right.
okay?
There's a pony, P-O-N-Y.
Let us know. Eponymous? A hippopotamus?
Yeah.
But she's said to die in 425 AD. And that's a really long time to live for in that time too. Like, she was 74.
Oh wow, that is
weird. Yeah. But her memory was kept alive by the church. And that's like 524 AD. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Her memory was kept alive by the church, which canonized her as Saint Bridget. In 2023, Ireland designated February 1st as a public holiday in Bridget's honor. I didn't know any of that.
I didn't know either.
That's so cool. Well, we already passed your holiday, girl, but thank you, and there you go.
Bridget.
Yeah.
Bridget.
We talk about how history is all year long. Like, Black history is all year long. Women's history is all year long. Any anything other than a straight white man history is also all year long, because I know that automatically becomes all year long.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else is too. Let's learn about each other. Damn. Okay.
I agree.
I ran over. But yeah, so the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America.
Mm-hmm.
So while people in Ireland had celebrated St. Patrick since the 1600s, the tradition of the St. Patrick's Parade began in America and predates the founding of the United States.
Oh, really?
Cool.
So they was doing St. Patrick's Day before?
Yeah, in the 1600s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the records show that St. Patrick's Day Parade was held on March 17th, 1601 in a Spanish colony of what is now known St. Augustine, Florida. I wonder if they have like the biggest one ever since they were the OG. Here, at least. Right. Well, actually for parades in general, because it's the parade part started here. So the parade and celebration was organized by the Spanish colony's Irish vicar, Ricardo Artur.
Oh, yeah. That's actually...
Yeah.
Didn't know that either. That was actually founded by...
Yeah, and that's a
representative... Spanish settlers?
Yeah. Well, he was Irish, though.
He's Irish.
Yeah. But he's like I guess a bishop or a minister or something by the church. But yeah, it was a Spanish colony that did it first. And then, and that was before it was like 13, like that's before all that time.
Right.
And the damn British got involved, I guess. Because I think Spanish and French came here first.
Yeah.
And like way before.
Yeah.
And then obviously indigenous people were here. They are the real OGs.
Sure. Does it say like why they start? Like why did we start celebrating it?
No, not on this at least.
Like why did I get things that he did and those kind of things, but why make it a holiday?
Well, maybe this is why, because it says the Irish were once scorned in America. So while Irish Americans are now proud to showcase their heritage, the Irish were not always celebrated by fellow Americans. So beginning in 1845, the potato blight, where like it caused widespread hunger, the potato famine throughout Ireland, and 1 million potatoes perished. Another 2 million. I think people perished, actually. Another 2 million abandoned their land in the largest single population movement of the 19th century. A quarter of the Irish nation came to the United States, and the Irish refugees were looked down upon as disease-ridden, unskilled, and a drain on welfare budgets. Wow. Don't we talk about history repeating itself?
Right.
Maybe we should just look at people as people and for their particular individual actions.
Right.
But crazy idea.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How far have we come, they say.
I know. Apparently, when it's just... it's all the same. It's never... Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to find why we do this. Why
do we celebrate?
And
then when did it become a national holiday?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out.
All kind of history today, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really learning right now, because I swear, it's again one of those holidays. That's where they never talked about the. Like I said, what I'm saying, even really knowing that Saint Patrick was really a real saint.
Yeah, I mean,
he was Saint Nick. And he was.
I have people in my family named after him.
Really?
So yeah, multiple people actually. There's a bunch of them. We got many different Patricks in there, or Patrick's as the middle name, or whatever. It became an official holiday in Ireland in 1903.
Okay, nice.
And then, but it's been celebrated in Ireland for over 1,500 years. And pubs were closed on March 17th. It's crazy that it's like a drinking holiday.
Right.
And literally, like, it started there as, like, pubs were closed.
Right.
But then in the 1960s, a law allowed pubs to open on St. Patrick's Day. But from 1903 to 1960s, it was closed on March 17th.
Oh, wow.
And then in 1995, they started using it to promote tourism. And then Irish Americans brought different traditions. Yeah, and then New York City is actually one of the hosts of the largest St. Patrick's Day parades in the world.
Oh, wow. New York do all the best parades.
Yeah.
They do all of
Yeah, England, Canada, Argentina, going back to that Spanish influence, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan.
Really? Oh,
Actually celebrate, are the top celebrators of St. Patrick's Day.
I never know, especially Japan.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't know.
Well, Japan loves KFC Christmas too.
Oh, really?
Remember we did that episode?
Oh, yeah.
Check it out. We talk about KFC Christmas, and you'll find out why all. But that was in Japan. Yeah. So I think they just find it, I don't know, interesting. I guess of the holidays. I don't know. Tell us if you're from Japan and you know.
Do they celebrate the same? Like, do you guys like drinking all the stuff?
I'm sure they do different kind of things because I mean they do KFC Christmas, so I'm sure it's a little different. But yeah, and then corned beef and cabbage was actually an American innovation.
Oh, really?
So I guess it's good you went back to the roots.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a meal that became a St. Patrick's staple. While ham and cabbage were eaten in Ireland, corned beef offered a cheaper substitute for impoverished immigrants and Irish Americans. So it still was started by Irish, but they were over here. They were Irish Americans living in the slums of Lower Manhattan in the late 19th century, early 20th, purchased leftover corned beef from ships returning from the tea trade in China. And wow, that beef was on there for a while.
Right.
Okay, well, this makes sense. The Irish would boil the beef 3 times because they're trying to, I guess, get rid of all that bacteria.
Yeah, right.
And then the last time they put in cabbage to remove some of the brine. Oh. Yeah.
Well,
so that's all my main facts.
Right, the thing that they always say, the more you know.
Yeah.
This is that.
The more you know.
These are our shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Cheese on them, done, ready to go into the oven.
We're going to put them in and then we're going to eat them. And
so I'll put these in like about 25 minutes. See what it looks like from there.
This was the other fact that I had to tell you because I kind of told you in the beginning. So, green was not the color in the beginning. The color was blue, which is why I wore some blue. And then the color became green and then also became associated with Ireland because it got more leafy and stuff later on, once the ice melted and stuff. So, the fact of Ireland, this comes from National Geographic. So the fact that Ireland is an island as well as green with leafy trees and grassy hills means that the nation is sometimes called the Emerald Isle, but the color that people originally associated with St. Patrick's Day was blue. Some ancient Irish flags even support that color. And green was finally introduced to St. Patrick's Day festivities in the 18th century when the shamrock, which is green, became the national symbol. So once the shamrock became the national symbol, then it all switched to green. Because of the shamrock's popularity in Ireland's landscape, the color stuck to the holiday. Green is also the color that mythical fairies called leprechauns like to dress in, at least, it says today at least. I guess they're dressing in today, mythical fairies. But tales about leprechauns date back to before green was in. So they were making other colors work before they brought in that green, okay?
And or maybe blue. I mean, it was all blue too.
Yeah, and the fairies were first described as wearing red, actually.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. But the tradition of getting pinched is tied to a folklore that says wearing green makes you invisible to leprechauns, which their leprechauns are likely to pinch anyone they see. So, yeah, that's where the pinching. But also, people think that sporting the color green will bring good luck, and others wear it to honor their Irish ancestry. And even the Chicago River is dyed green each year to celebrate the holiday, and so is it in Savannah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all their fountains are dyed green, and they have a huge parade.
I've heard the Savannah one. It does be nice.
Yeah,
I know a couple people who did go.
Yeah, I've known people that go.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was my plan for this year, but then I got a free cruise or whatever.
So,
yes, yeah. I'm out. Like, I'm gonna take that every time.
I would go to, but I thought that because I would have spent once from here, and it's actually longer than I thought. It's like 5.5 hours, which isn't a bad drive, but also that commute is like, it's wild because there's like a major part that is literally like nothing before you get to the like gas station. Like this is almost nothing. You know, so it's not the most funnest ride. But
I know people that live in the nothing, and there really is nothing. But their nothing has become more of something than it did years ago. It's you'd be surprised to see how desolate it was before.
Really?
Yeah. Really was.
First time going, I was on the
Georgia
flat.
born and raised, baby.
I was on the flat and all. Like I had, I was on the
so many peach shops. Though,
I was on like a donut. And so they're like halfway, like it was really bad to where I was too far to turn around.
You were on a donut going to Savannah?
Yeah, it was this.
Like you left with the donut in Atlanta. You said this is a good 5-hour trip.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't really thinking. I swear, was not thinking properly. And I was like, okay, we're just go down the thing again. Like, it's probably hours, no problem. Man, listen. Oh my God. Like halfway, because you get halfway, by the time you do nothing, it's like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
If you better pee as soon as you see
if anything happens, I was like, it was lit that. I was too far to turn back, and
especially
it's still
for tire shops and stuff.
Too far still to go ahead. And literally, once I got to Savannah, pulled up to like my mom's apartment, and it bust. Like
that's crazy timing.
Crazy.
Thank God it happened that way, though, that you pulled up and you were safe and you had someone else who could take you to a tire shop or whatever.
And that's what I did.
Like,
all the things. It was like late night too because I like to travel at night. So of course I went that next morning and got a new tire. But it was like it was crazy.
That reminds me of this drunk.
And again, I wasn't going too fast. Like a couple times because I'm mindful of it. So I'm doing like literally on the highway doing like 40, 45 just to not. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why it reminded me. It's because I imagine you pulling in on the rim or whatever with it popped. But there was a drunk guy that I saw at like 9 a.m. who brought in his car and he was on the rim. He was just fucking up the rim, like driving on it and driving like a maniac because he was drunk as shit. And then had 3 more wines while we were inside. And I was like, I really refrain with everything inside of me from calling the cops on people. This is the only time I did. Yeah. So I was like, you are going to die or you're going to kill someone. Because they let him take his keys and go back out. And I was like, y'all liable for this. Right. That man drunk. He drank wine in your, like, little waiting room, ma'am. And he came here drunk. Like, you don't want that on your conscience.
Right. That's crazy.
I really did. I started crying a little bit. I was like, my sister died from a car wreck. I'm not letting this drunk man go kill people. Right. Like, absolutely not. Because usually the drunk one lives, and it's just all these innocent people die. So I did. That was the only time I've ever called the cops on someone. I know. I feel like I earned that. I know. And he needs help. Like, hopefully they got him into some kind of, like... addiction program or something and like took away his license low-key, honestly, and like just or at least temporarily took it away. Like hopefully they did something. But I was on the way to work. I was like already gonna be late because my tire messed up and then I was even more late because I was fucking called the cops on this drunk man. I was like, okay, I don't have time to stick around. I told them, I was like, you got what you need, I gotta go. They'll see you when you get here because I'm out. Like, ask your questions now.
Right. This is my statement.
Oh my God.
My
for real. Okay.
So we're going to pop these in the oven and we're going to come right
Just
back.
a little tangent. We'll be back.
Okay, back.
Hey, what's up? We're back. We're about to get into this.
We have our lime seltzer drinks.
Lime seltzer. Yeah, we put like plain seltzer water in here and lime juice.
Yes.
So
it's really good.
cheers.
It's so good. So refreshing.
So good. I know. So good, and that's good for you. So we're gonna have to blow a lot. So I guess you'll enjoy that part. But these basically just came out of the oven.
Yes.
So
no time. Get right in there.
Oh yeah.
Get a good. Snuggle. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Can you see it? Well, we'll find out. I didn't even get all the veggies. You got a better overall by bet.
That was hard. I missed the blowing stage. But pour.
Yeah. I was born to blow, so.
So good. And this is it. Born to blow.
Like, I'm just not even going to touch on that one.
No, sorry, the flavors was flavoring.
Yeah.
So good, y'all.
I meant blow on food.
It really is delicious.
Yeah, this is so good. You crushed it. Yeah. This is so freaking good. Oh my god. If it wasn't so hot, I would have already been halfway done.
No, seriously. I had to burn my mouth, but boy. Shout out to St. Patrick's Day.
Shout out. Yeah, there's a little green on it.
Yeah, put some parsley
on top.
On the top at the end, right before I baked it.
Yeah, so good. Oh my god.
It really is hitting like
I promise you, like, I'm not being dramatic when I talk about how much this shit slapped. Like, it is so
really
fucking
good.
good.
It really is good, though.
So good. Honestly, probably the best
cottage
pie I've ever had.
I will have to agree. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably
I feel like usually they're missing all the flavor, and you got Flavor Town.
Well, it's in here. I do have to agree with that. Like, this probably is one of the best I've had. Seriously. I kind of like them in this, too. These little things.
For real.
I don't even know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. And there's so much green on the inside too, baby. Well, I guess we won't finish this in front of y'all.
Right, absolutely not. Smacking and going.
Forget y'all are here.
Right. Definitely
deep into this.
All of this.
Yeah. I'm about to look like an animal the second we cut. I promise y'all. But yeah, that was great.
Yes, it was.
That was a fun episode for us. We hope it was for y'all, and I hope you learned something.
Absolutely.
Let us know if you know any fun facts, because there was even more beyond what I shared about the holiday. If you know anything you want to share, different traditions your family has, or anything like that, let us know. Yeah.
Let us know. You guys might celebrate or celebrate in the past. Like we talked about some things we did, like
in
elementary school and stuff.
Yeah, for real.
So you guys, celebrate. If you celebrate, do you celebrate? Don't you celebrate?
Yeah.
And
you might not.
If you don't, this might be a good reason to start.
Right.
You get to eat good.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least if you celebrate, you could do it for the food. So
absolutely,
the food and the beer, I guess. Is the whole. It's crazy that it wasn't even like drinking was like not a part of it, and now that's like the main part of it for like at least American culture.
And I feel like for American culture, that is the biggest thing with a lot of holidays. Any reason,
honestly,
reason
to drink, even though literally Prohibition was like only 100 years ago. So it's crazy.
Right.
They were like, I'm gonna still make this shit in my basement because I'm gonna drink.
And I get it, because life sometimes be life, and you be feeling like.
I get it, but after my year off, I'm like, actually, every time I like go to have a little drinky, I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to just like not? Like, I'm not drinking much. I'm really not at all. But still, even having some, I'm like, I feel like I was in a better mood and enjoyed life a little bit more last year. Yeah. I can't tell if that's because I'm just like going through shit right now, or if it's like related
because
to
there's the thing. Stay tuned to the rest of the year to find out.
Right. It's a journey. I don't have an answer right now. I don't know when I'll have an answer, but I'll find it and I'll share it with you all once I do, because like y'all have been a part of this journey. You've been a part of this journey. People on my TikTok have been a part of this journey. So yeah. Thank you all for supporting me last year too. And also thank you for supporting the show and everything. I hope I don't look like I have too much food in my mouth right now. But we love you.
We do love you guys. Thank you so much. Again, tune into another episode, rocking with us again. We'll do this thing again next week.
Yeah. Or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We're doing every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So continue to follow us, social medias, spread the love.
Yes,
spread the episode, especially again, it seems like you guys like these kind of episodes, which is why we're really, trying to do more, because we have conversations of like how we can incorporate kind of more food things and drink things in future episodes. So again, if this is episodes you do like, again, let us know that. We'd like to hear from that. Again, if there's things you maybe want us to make or prepare or whatever, those things we take, and again, share these, with friends, with family.
Yeah.
You can follow along and do them yourself, kind of thing. And we love to see those things too. So if you do recreate any of these things, you can share that with us. Send us pictures, all that kind of things. And again, maybe we can kind of make an episode out of that and share, kind of what you guys do and or done from what we did, or again, vice versa, where you might do something that inspire us. Like, okay, let us do that next episode.
We want to have a conversation. We want to shout y'all out. So. Oh no, I'm getting unraveled again. But it does look so cute, right? I told her that on camera. I love it. It's so cute. But yeah, so ditto. Okay, ditto. Like you said, ditto. And
that's all you got. Okay,
yeah.
Love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
We're gonna keep on eating.